Hello! Oh my god, I'm such a moron. I wasn't mute. I just was using the wrong microphone, and I was using the one that doesn't work. But I wasn't muted, so shush chat. I know what I'm doing. Ba-da-ba-da. Mm-hmm. Alright, chat. We have two things we want to do today. The first, obviously, being playing the game and trying to beat the core, which I suspect is going to be a lot of suffering. And the other thing is, since I have a job interview, I want to hear if any of you have some very, very, very terrible advice, so I can I can know how to ruin my job interview the best way possible. Because I feel like asking for job interview advice, that's kind of boring, right? It's way more fun to ask for terrible job interview advice. Like what I'm thinking is, if I, for example, kidnap the interviewer, then they'll probably have to give me the job, right? Because like, what are they gonna do if they're kidnapped? They can't really refuse. I feel like that's a fair assessment. Ah, it's so pointless. So, but yeah. Besides that, we are obviously going to be trying to tackle the core. Honestly, I'm rather scared of this place. Because I remember... Whoops, I forgot I had to dash. Okay, chat. Fun fact about this game. You can't actually double jump. You have to dash. Which is a different button. Which is very relevant to know. But yeah. Okay, I remember this place being absolutely terrifying. I can only imagine how much worse it's going to be on the B side. Because, like, this is the first room, chat. This is the first room. And, like, I do appreciate there's a little safe spot. But the safe spot disappears very fast. And you have to be pretty quick in going through. Chat, this is... So, for the Celeste part of the stream, it's mostly gonna be a lot of suffering. But like, suffering in the good way, you know? It's like, what could possibly go wrong? Please. There's so many fireballs, it feels like I'm playing Toho again. Suffering in a good way. I mean, it is a game after all. I could just enjoy just a little bit of suffering in the games, you know? I mean, can you blame me here? Alright, I need to, like... Maybe I can do it. I already don't like this place. This is gonna be a lot of fun, chat. Maybe not so much for me, but hopefully for you. Because I will be dying a lot here. Why does it suddenly feel like this game became a bullet hell? Like, come on. I thought we had enough in Rabby Ribby. But no, this game has to be a bullet hell as well. Oh god, there's so many fireballs. It's gonna be fine, chat. I probably got this. Probably. I am not entirely convinced that I got this, but you never know what happens, you know? I just gotta try my best and hope, I guess. Christ. Alright. Oh god. Chat. How many deaths do you think I'll have in this one room? I'm gonna say... My guess is 200. As a fact, you remember this B-side actually wasn't too bad? Oh! I was expecting it to be really bad. So, like... it does seem pretty bad, considering this is the first room. But I guess maybe not. Farewell might be worse. We'll see. But I still have a... I'm still gonna guess I get 200 deaths at least in this one room. You might be mistaken. I mean, from the little bit I've seen so far, it does seem pretty bad. Cam really loves to jump in the fireballs. I mean, chat, it's not that easy to just dodge around the fireballs. The fireballs move, you know? I'm not trying to jump into the fireballs. Fireballs are great. I mean, fireballs are pretty delicious, but in this one instance, we're meant to dodge around the fireballs, so... Unfortunately, we can't enjoy the fireball today. I feel like you should patch that. Like, in real life, fireballs are pretty comfy. Like, everyone loves fireballs in real life, so why should they damage us in games? I feel like this should be patched. Become the fireball? How do I... It did not work, chat. Maybe I need to go all the way up to become the fireball. Nope, it does not work. I don't think I can become the fireball, chat. Right, the start I got, like, pretty nailed down-ish, maybe. Not really, but... Details. I need to watch where the fireballs actually are instead of just hoping they're not where I need them not to be. Because, like, my current strategy doesn't seem very efficient. Not particularly, at least. Fun fact, fire is extremely rarely the cause of death. Almost all deaths by fire actually from breathing the smoke, even when they are literally lit on fire. Oh right, yeah, I heard about that. So basically what you're saying is this is unrealistic and I should be just fine as long as I don't breathe. So if I just hold my breath, we'll be fine. Just hold our breath and then the fire can't hurt us. It's not working, chat. The fire won't accept me just saying no. Damn it. Almost. How many platforms is there, I wonder? I hope there's not more than 3, but I could definitely see there being more than 3. Because I'm surprisingly bad at navigating these firewalls. I don't know why, it doesn't seem that hard. That kind of makes sense. Fire takes a long time to kill you. I mean, to be fair, like, what does fire actually do? Like, the fire only really damages the outside, which is not really very vital for survival. While smoke damages the inside, which is pretty vital for survival. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that the death wouldn't be from the fire itself. Denatures your enzymes and kills your skin. It kills your cells, I suppose. But like, my point here being, like killing your skin cells is probably not a very efficient way of killing you. But I'm obviously not a doctor, so I wouldn't know. It's probably pretty morbid, but I can't imagine it being very efficient. So I could see the smoke being better. Like, it makes sense, logically speaking, I feel like. But then again, I am notoriously not a very smart person, so what do I know? Okay, that's only that little bit. So, like, once we made it to this platform, we're kind of halfway there. Alright, so it's not actually as bad as I think it is. It is just pretty bad. But pretty bad is not very bad. It's a very different thing. So we should be okay. As long as I stop being an idiot. Which is hard. I am very good at being an idiot. I'm not very good at stopping being an idiot. But we'll see. I'll do my best, yeah. Just you watch. Damn it. Oh, right. That's the fireball there. I wasn't watching that fireball, I was watching the other fireball, and then I got surprised when I got murdered by the first fireball. Note to self, there are more fireballs than just the one you're watching. You need to, like, watch all of the fireballs. And make sure you're, like, maneuvering through them. I don't like these fireballs. They're so confusing. And there's so many of them. They just keep going. By the way, advice for the interview. Employers love when they don't show up. Ah, yes, I can imagine. Also, I'm thinking, right? So, my interview, right? I'm applying to be a substitute teacher. Because later in life I want to be an actual teacher. And before I start my uni, I want some experience. So I'm thinking, if I want to, like, a substitute teacher in a middle school, that is working with children, right? So I'm thinking, if I could get something on my criminal record before my interview, that will probably help. So, like what kind of child-related crime can you get on the record very quickly? Because I feel like when you're hiring someone to work with children, you'll probably, like, want a background check, like check they don't have a criminal record or something. So I feel like that's a very quick way to ruin your interview. The best thing to say in the interview is something you can't yet do. Can you explain the gap on your resume? And you answer, can you explain the gap in your staff? Oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't think it's a good idea, but yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, technically, I haven't actually been, like, I finished high school, last summer, which means I have had, like, almost a year of doing technically nothing. So that's actually a good point. I should probably figure out how do I explain this entire year, because I don't want to, like, most of my time has been spent on, like, streaming and such, but I feel like mentioning streaming is probably another very terrible idea. Like, especially since the person interviewing me is, I'm pretty sure, is over 50. I can't imagine me playing video games for a living is a very appealing thing. Especially me still doing it. So, your favorite child-related crime is impersonating children. Interesting. Is that a crime, to impersonate a child? Streaming implies you have skills in communication. I mean, that is true, but I still feel like... like, is that good? So, age play? I mean, age play can be kind of fun, but that, I feel like that's... I mean, that... mentioning you're into age play is probably a pretty bad idea for an interview as a substitute teacher. So... I can't imagine that that's a very good first impression. But yeah, you're actually right here. Streaming does imply communication skills. But then again, like we're talking someone over 50. Would they really like get it? And like in general, like, are you supposed to? I don't think you're supposed to talk about your hobbies in an interview, right? Like gaming is generally frowned upon by older people. I don't know why, but like generally speaking. I mean, impersonating a famous child. Oh, right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Who's a famous child? So it's like you think I should introduce myself as some really recognizable child, like proper legal impersonation. That does sound fun. I mean, why not, right? I actually like that better than my original. Unless Denmark is still stuck in the 1980s, no one has cared about gaming in the past 20 years. I mean, I've heard a lot of bad things about, like, people saying they enjoy games in the US, but I guess that is the US. I've heard a lot of bad things about the US and job interviews in general, so, like, that's probably a worst case. I feel like in this case, it's a bit. It sounds like a bit of an informal interview, but like I feel like if she, for example, like mentions what do I do as like hobbies and such, it could probably be a good idea to mention. Maybe. You got to go read an extract of Achilleid now. Alright, have fun with your Achilleid. Sounds interesting. I hope to see you another time. I hate this thing. Achilleid. Achilleid? I haven't heard of it before, but I'm guessing it's Greek. It sounds pretty Greek. And I know you were reading the Odyssey earlier, so like, it's probably Greek? Also, I'm so bad at this, yeah. Okay, I'm not actually sure what I'm meant to do here. I think doing something like that and like trying to get yeah, like that. I think that could work. Instead of trying to go all the way, like landing on the other side of that block here could probably work. And then use a dash to get over the first wall and a dash to get over the second wall. Maybe. I'm not sure. I hope there's no more like just out of sight. And like it's basically done when I'm done with this bit, because like this bit is already pretty bad. I need to get good at that jump, because there's like multiple of that kind of jump, and that jump is kind of hard. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad at this chat. Okay. Damn it. But yeah. Alright, so like in a slightly more serious tone, I think I'll be probably fine for the interview. Because like, what is it called in English? So like, I didn't apply to a specific job position, I just sent in an application without being requested to do so, and like no job posting anywhere. I can't remember what that's called in English. In Danish, I think we're calling it an Wait, how do you even translate that? Uopfordrer is the like Danish word for it, but I don't know like how to translate that. Unrecommended. I guess the direct translation would be something like unrecommended, unrequested. I guess like an unrequested job application. I think would be the correct term. Maybe, I have no idea. But yeah, so I sent in like a job application without a job listing, and then I got a call saying they were actually in need of someone, which probably implies that they don't have anyone to fill that position, and like I'm probably also the only applicant for the position, considering that they hadn't posted it. Like she just said, we are actually in need of a like a substitute in a specific subject. So like, as long as I make a decent enough impression that I convince her that I'm an employable person, I think I should be okay. Because like, I don't think I have any competition, so it's just if I can meet the basic requirements. Though I am slightly scared, especially since I'm not like I'm also autistic and such, and like I'm like bad at dealing with people. I have been training a lot in my communication skills, and I think streaming has helped me a lot too, because I get to communicate with you like almost every day. But like still, and I know you can't discriminate based on disability, but like still. Even if you can't discriminate, if I'm just not a very good sociable person, that might still make me hard to employ. Like without being it specifically because I have autism, it can just be because of me not being a very sociable person, which obviously is caused by my autism, but that's a different matter. I hate the spike. That one spike is just so rude. Alright. I'm feeling good about this. We're getting pretty close to the end of this screen. I feel like. So like if we just keep going there, we should be okay. It's definitely worth a shot. Yes, I did it, chat. I'm free. I'm free. Alright, now we just have to beat whatever this is. Which, oh god, what is this? What the hell? Alright, so you wanna be like right on the edge of that thing, I guess? And wait a bit to let a bit of cycle in the fireballs. Alright, so we don't actually need any dashes because there's a dash recharge on the other side of this. Wait, like a little bit. Maybe? I want to get on the other side of this thing. But like, that is just unreasonably hard to do, especially with the fireballs. Which is kind of in the way. Oh! Well, right as I was complaining about doing this jump was kind of hard, I just accidentally did it without even realizing, so that's a good thing. So basically, the hard part is just getting past the fireballs. If we can get past the fireballs, we should be completely fine, I would imagine. So let's just do that. It's that easy, chat. We just get past the wall of fireballs. And also have enough speed, and then we win. Nice. And we don't jump into the pit. We want to jump like right on the edge to maximize. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we want to be walking. Maybe that's it actually. So like, wait just a second. No, we want to be on the edge, I think. Or the very least, like. We definitely want to like, I think jumping here Yeah, that feels pretty good if we just have a bit of fireball happen. So like just wait a brief moment and then go. No, that's not far enough. I hate this, chat. This is the worst. Why is this so awful? Maybe I'm supposed to use dash actually. So like get over it and like I would prefer not using a dash though because I don't have that many dashes. Oh my god. I think this screen is gonna be flipped to ice in a moment. And I think it's probably gonna be way easier in ice mode. Maybe wrong. Oh my god. This is just getting dumb at this point. How many times I've died to the exact same jump. Like, it's just... Alright, just wait half a second. Oh my god. Why is this so bad, chat? And why did I just walk off the edge there? We'll never know. It's one of life's great big mysteries. Along with why dolphins exist. Okay, okay. Is it actually easy in ice mode? That is the big question. That is not necessarily a yes. Oh god, I have to go through this again. Every time I die in ice mode, I have to go through this again. This is gonna be fun, chat. I really need to get this consistent, because if I can get this consistent, this screen should be pretty easy, because then I can, like, spend my time learning the ice section. The problem is, getting this consistent is not as easy as one might think. Because I am not very good at getting things consistent. Right. Because, like, not only are the fireballs in a way, there's also the, like, you need the exact correct, like, jump length or whatever. Or, like, you need to jump far enough, which is pretty difficult. And you need to be in the correct position to do so. And I don't know what that position is. And you need to also not go straight in, because then the fireball's in the way. You need to, like, wait a moment. And you also need to jump at the correct time. Like, with, to get the boost. Right. Okay, that's good. So. Oh, right, that's the problem. Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun, chat. We'll probably be here a while, so that's gonna be interesting. Maybe? I have no idea. Oh, wait. I do actually need that recharge, probably. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. This screen is so bad. I wasn't expecting it to be so bad, but like... Alright, we only need one dash shot, so we can actually be a bit more greedy with it. Alright. I got it, chat. We're free. Alright, this screen. It's kind of like the first screen, but in ice mode. And like, inherently, I prefer ice mode. I feel like. Because like, jumping on the ice wasn't as hard as you thought. Yeah, that's how it goes usually. Like, jumping on ice feels way easier than dodging fireballs. Because like... Dodging fireballs is just kind of suffering. Jumping on ice is pretty... You know, it's pretty basic. I say that, but I keep actually dying to this, so, like... maybe I'm not giving the ice enough credit. The ice is actually trying very hard to make my life miserable. Like, I feel like we should give it more credit. Oh my god, I failed again. Damn it. Because I can only jump once on the ice. Oh my god, that's too low. So we do need to get this kind of pattern and then not jump in some spikes. So that's not. I need to go up. I always need to go up because else I don't have enough space. Like, that's wrong. I mean, I have a feeling a lot of this level, like as Ian mentioned, is not actually as hard as I thought it would be. I have a feeling that's how it's gonna be for a lot of this level. The core B side. Like, it looks very brutal, but like in reality it's not actually as bad as it looks and as it feels. But like, I guess if it feels pretty like awful, then that's actually kinda by definition awful, but I'm not sure. Too complicated for my poor brain? Who knows? Oh god, what was that? That was faster than expected. Oh! Wait, what? Okay, so if I dash into these things, I get a boost? Since when was that a thing, chat? Has that always been a thing? I guess that's always just been a thing, that you could do that. Is that a good thing to know? I mean, it's probably gonna come in handy, but like, I don't think it's good here. I don't see a way to make it useful, because it seems you have to get the boost, you have to do it in the proper way, and like, with how the gap is lined up, I don't think it's very useful. Which is what it is. Yeah, we have to use a dash there. I don't know if there's any other place where we have to use a dash. Like, I don't know if we need a dash at the end, or if we can use it during the section. Because if we can use it during the section, like, that might actually make life easier. Because there's one area I remember seeing where it would have helped a lot. Like when it goes down, that would. It seems like most of the early gaps here, like the first two, are going up, but like the one that goes down, having the dash there is properly nice. Which I guess feels a bit weird than that going down you want the dash, but like, eh. Okay, I don't like this. So then I can do that. Okay, we don't need a dash at the end. So I'm allowed to use a dash there where I wanted to use it. Because we do have one extra dash that we don't need. That I can use wherever I wanted to. Like there. Hey! Okay, that wasn't so bad. I just walked off the edge, falling into a pit like a moron. Shut up, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. It's fine. You wonder about that? Rude. How would I not know what I'm doing here? Ignore the death counter, please. Like, if you can use the death counter as an argument. Oh wait, I can do that way simpler than I thought. So we can skip that entire... We can skip a jump. And since we have a limited climbing juice, that's very good. Was that a minute in your life where you knew what you were doing? I mean, that depends on definition. Like, what does it what does it truly mean to know what you're doing? And like I've had, for example, like, I know I'm eating right now. Does that count? even though I was failing at everything else. Like, it's a very philosophical question, clearly, and I'm not just covering for me being a moron. Clearly. You didn't know you had signed up for a psychology class. You're pretty sure you don't eat, right? Fuck, you have a good argument here. I can't really argue with that. I mean, eating is pretty hard, chat. I'm sure most people struggle with it. Damn it. So close. I wonder if we actually have less climbing juice in the cold area. Because it's cold. So maybe we're freezing, so therefore we can't climb as much. Because like, it feels like it. But I may be wrong. No, no, no normal people have no normal people have no issues with eating. Oh, no normal people have no issues with eating. That makes sense. I can't even read chat. I was missing. I mean, that was missing a comma there, but still, I should have realized. But really, normal people don't have issues with eating? Since when was that a thing? Because like, eating is a pretty difficult task, you know? I would have guessed they had issues with it. Oh my god, this is so bad, chat. Damn it. Alright. I just need to calm down a bit, that's all. Like, just take it chill. You get it? Cause it's an ice area, and to take it chill. Explaining puns make them so much funnier. In like the unfun vibe, you know? Like, it's so unfunny that it becomes funny. Oh my god. I need to need to jump off of the wall, not just awkwardly stay a centimeter away from the wall. Like that's wrong, because we can't really jump off of the wall if we never touch the wall, as it turns out. That's bad. Oh, no, we got it. Never mind, we don't got it. God damn this ice wall of spikes. I'm gonna murder these spikes. Damn it. Alright, we can just... If we just focus a bit. I know that I'm notoriously really bad at focusing, but like... If we just focus a bit, it shouldn't be that hard, right, chat? Right? How could we possibly fail? Like, look at that. Never mind. Focus was? Exactly here. What does focusing even mean? I'm pretty sure no one knows of it. Ba-da-bam. I'm so bad at this. This fucking spike keeps murdering me. Nope. Just because I'm jumping into it. Like, isn't that kind of rude, chap? Like, I know that it's because it's probably my fault, but like, right, so if, say you're holding a knife irresponsibly, and someone walks into your knife, isn't that your fault for holding the knife? So I'm gonna argue that it's not my fault that I'm dying to Spike, it's the Spike's fault for being there. I think that's a fair argument, chat. How dare you be in my way, Spikes? Damn it. If there is a wall with a possibly dangerous thing on it, and you hurt yourself, it's your fault. But, okay, so I didn't put the possibly dangerous thing there, though. Like surely it's whoever built the wall who's irresponsible. And like, why should I know there was a spike there? They haven't even put up a warning sign, anything. Ignore the fact that I'm in the middle of a wild mountain. Oh. It's clearly not my fault, chat. Damn it. Alright. Definitely not. Okay, I'm really bad at this, huh? I mean, so far, most of the rooms in this level haven't been that hard. It's just been, Your brother, when he was small, impaled his cheek on a spiked gate. It sure as hell wasn't the fault of the gate owner, but of his own absolute stupidity. I mean, fair, but like, he's also like who would jump into a spiked gate? Like, I couldn't imagine being that stupid to casually jump into a spike. Couldn't be me. Who would jump on a spiked flying wall? Clearly only the most competent of geniuses could make a mistake like that. What the fuck am I even talking about, chat? Sure. Fair. Damn it. Okay, I feel like I have a path that works. I'm just very bad at executing it, and the problem is, once I'm done with the path, it's not over. There's something after, and I don't know how to do that part, so it causes this like awkward issue of me being kind of stuck. Like, I'm struggling a lot on the first part, but I don't know how to do the second part, so whenever I do get around to the second part, I waste the chance, because I don't know how to do it. I don't even know what's beyond that. It's the age-old issues of these types of games. Okay. I see what's beyond. I do need the dash, unfortunately, so like, I need to somehow get up on the top platform without dashing. Maybe we can just jump up there, actually. Maybe that's not as hard as I think it is. It's probably actually not that hard. Yeah, seems pretty easy. What could possibly go wrong, chat? Besides me dying a horrible death. It's gonna be fine. Just calm down, do what you like. You already proved that this works, so just calm down. Should be okay. Okay, that was actually pretty close. I need to be a bit faster in the second part, but like, besides that, there was massive progress. Massive progress. Whoops. You really can't climb very long, huh? It must be that in ice areas we can't climb as much. Core B-side was like, it wasn't harder than the 7B, but it was definitely more annoying. I can see that. Like, it doesn't feel that bad, but like, I am dying a lot, but like each room, I can't see a room that like feels impossible yet. They all feel they're very doable, but it's just gonna take a while. But if I keep beating my head against it, I'll win. Kind of rooms, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, 7B was kinda bad, if I remember right. Especially checkpoint 9. The wall bounce? What do you mean by wall bounce? I need to be faster than that. Yeah, that trick where you had to dash upward and jump the moment you hit the 7. Oh, that one. I actually didn't struggle that much with that one, oddly enough. All the bits that I struggled the most with was before. Like the one I struggled the most with was checkpoint 9, which was before the wall bounce. And that was just because of clouds, mostly. Like, every single part that I struggled a lot on was with clouds. Checkpoint 9 was annoying? Yeah. It's probably the most annoying screen in the entire game so far for me. Maybe the pufferfish room in Farewell beats that. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Because the pufferfish in Farewell still get, like, that took me a while. For me, Core's entire chapter is more annoying than that. That's fair. I mean, I guess it's very, like, very different from person to person what they find most annoying. So far, I kind of enjoy the Core B-side, even if it's quite hard. It's kind of fun. The Core A-side I remember being really bad though. It was a really cool level, really cool mechanics, but like, it was really hard. I'm too slow. I need to switch direction before I jump, because else it wastes too much of the jump and fall too far down. Like that. It's not good. I have made it, so I just need to do it again. Like, I was so close earlier. That was a mistake. But yeah, I'm not actually sure, like, For me, it's the core A side was too easy, and the B side, this were like, yeah, let's make it stupidly hard. That's fair. I mean, so far the B side doesn't seem that bad, but I imagine it's gonna get worse. But like, both were fun, just very difficult. But then again, I'm the type of person who enjoys beating the head against the wall until they win. So like, I might be slightly masochistic. It's fine, chat. Yes, is M like that? Oh, come on, Ian, you're making it worse. Okay. One thing you learned from core was neutral jumping. I'm not sure what neutral jumping mean. I'm very bad at terminology in this game. So... Damn it. Is it neutral jump? I can't really think of a thing that would... neutral jumping means being able to climb the wall infinitely. Oh! Like by abusing wall bounces or something? That seems hard. I didn't know there was a thing you could climb walls infinitely without using stamina. Is that a thing you actually need to be able to do? Because I have no idea how to do that. I guess you just need really good timing, and then it's probably not that bad. It probably seems harder than it actually is. Nah, you learned it to make it this easier? I see. Whoops. I saved that one. Haha. Okay. Okay. Just calm down. Should be fine. Whoops. I have a strategy. I just need to execute it. The problem is I keep messing up. Why do we keep hitting that spike? I don't know. I've died to that spike like 100 times, but whatever. Damn it. Didn't actually reach the wall there. Unfortunate. I can't imagine if you could like somehow climb the walls without. Might be easier. It's like go against the wall, don't hold any keys and jump against it. The moment you jump, hold the key towards the wall to bounce towards it. Release the key, jump again, then hold the key towards it again. Then repeat. That sounds really complicated. Yeah, that sounds really complicated. It's probably not as complicated as I think, but like, it sounds complicated. But neutral jumping is hard to master? I can imagine. It does sound like it's hard to master. I mean, in general, I feel like Celeste has a lot of cool tricks that is really hard to master. But I feel like it's part of the appeal, right? You can get insanely good at Celeste if you want to. Damn it. You need to be way faster at that part. No. Like speedrun mechanics were always supposed to be there. Yeah. Celeste speedruns are insane. Oh, that's so close. Whoops, that's a mistake. I was so close there, chat. Alright, we're getting more consistent at the first part. I made it a few times now. So, like, that's a very good thing. We finally got this down. Roughly. Okay, that was actually really bad, but whatever. That's this pipe. And you're pretty sure by neutral jumping you can climb the ice blocks indefinitely without them breaking too soon. So you get a bit of extra time. Yeah, I can imagine. That does sound really useful. Also, I think if You might also be able to not actually like make them fall down, which is probably also helpful. I'm not sure if that's a thing, if neutral jumping allows that, but I know that you can wall jump off of them without them falling down if you're quick enough. But yeah, because you're not exactly grabbing it exactly. The neutral jumping sounds really useful, but it also sounds really complicated. I think it probably should be fine, because this feels doable without crazy speedrunner strats. Though I will say it is really, really interesting to watch a speedrunner and just like see all of the crazy techniques they're doing. There's so many techniques in this game. Neutral jumping, wall bounces are amazingly useful. I can imagine. Damn it. I need to move on left there. But also not too much. Okay, that's pretty good. Damn it. I need a higher jump somehow. But that sounds complicated. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not sure what. Oddly enough, this room was one of the easier ones for you. Oh, interesting. So far, it feels one of the harder ones. Maybe that's because you had neutral jumping as a technique, and I don't. And this room seems to benefit a lot from neutral jumping. Could be. But yeah, right now I'm struggling a lot. Then again, I also struggle a lot in all the other rooms. So maybe that's not saying so much. Oh no, I do need the dash. No, you were just used to jumping through the tight gaps because of 7B. Ah, right. Makes sense. Damn it. I can't use the dash there. But I do think it's correct that if I can only grab the second one, like the top one, after I'm on the other side, then that will be a lot easier, but I'm not sure if that's doable. Like we need to somehow like jump over without hitting the spikes in a tight gap and fast enough that we can grab the wall and jump up. It doesn't feel very realistic, I must be honest. Seeing your death count makes you want to check your total death count. Be right back. Alright. I mean, I feel like my death count is pretty high, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's the normal death count for this game. But I am kind of an idiot, so I have a feeling it's pretty high. Oh god. Is that too? Oh no, it's fine. Please. No. Maybe, I'm not sure if it works that way if I have to go under. Because under feels so bad. I'll have to experiment a bit. At least I'm getting more consistent on the first one. So that should make it a bit easier. No. I forgot to jump at the other wall. Lol. Alright, so dash through there. That's bad. I'm kind of curious about like how many deaths other people have, and whether or not mine really is that terrible, as I think it is. What the hell am I doing? I somehow found a technique to make it way easier, but I don't understand it well enough that I can do it consistently. But like, I somehow managing to do the wall jump on the other side without ever changing direction. if I can do that consistently, then that might actually help a lot. Because that saves me so much time and effort. But like, okay, I don't think that's something I can do consistently. I did it so many times in a row, so now I'm like, oh, maybe that's possible. But like, the more I try it, the more I just die whenever I try to do it deliberately, even though I did it like 7 times accidentally. Oh, I did it again. Huh. Yeah, I did it again. It's not actually that bad. It feels pretty bad, but like, maybe that makes it easier? I'm not actually sure. Might not actually be worth it, because it might not actually make it any easier at all. And like, spending all this time learning a trick, it's not necessarily helpful. It's probably a bad idea when it works without. Especially since it's that inconsistent a trick. And for it to be helpful, I would need to do it several times in a row, which is less than optimal. My death counter is getting depressingly high. Like this screen has... Okay, I think this screen has probably killed me a lot more than I thought it would, because it didn't feel that bad, but like, I'm pretty sure we're probably like in early 500s when I enter this room. I can't remember. I don't have a like room death count. I only have for chapter. It's not quite the same. Would be nice if I had a room death counter. But I guess that information is not stored in the files, so... Oh well. Aha. I did it. I did it, chat. I did the trick and it helped. It helped right at the end because I learned that random trick that I discovered. I'm not actually sure if it's a commonly known trick or if it's even called a trick. But I did a fancy trick and it won me 10,586 deaths. And you're further into the game than me. Yeah, that checks out. So for the record, chat, I'm not very good at this game. But hey, even if I'm bad at it, it's still a really fun game. Don't worry, you're better than me. True, I can always rely on that to make me feel better. Yeah, same. Actually, Celeste is legit your favorite ever, like first ever platformer. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played that much platformers either, but yeah. I remember, like, I used to have Mario games, and what I would used to do, right? Like for example, I remember, I think Mario Galaxy was probably my favorite. Like Galaxy 2 specifically. And I'm pretty sure I remember that when I was little and I would play Mario Galaxy 2 with my brother. And I would specifically always be player 2. Because player 2 in Mario Galaxy 2 and a lot of the Mario games wasn't actually really doing anything at all. It's kind of equivalent of, I think Mario Odyssey has a similar mechanic. Like in Mario Odyssey you play as the hat, and like you basically don't do anything. It is basically entirely on player 1. So I would always play as player 2, because then I could get the enjoyment of playing the game while watching my brother do all the work, because I was bad at platformers. See, that's the real strat, chat. Get someone else to play the game and then claim the credit. But yeah, I've never been much good at platformers. I really do enjoy them though. I actually played a lot of Donkey Kong, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's the platformer. So yeah, I've actually played a few platformers. But I'm still bad at games, so that's something. But like, you don't have to be good at games to enjoy them. I feel like it's a lot of fun regardless. Celeste is a really good game. Even if it is regularly putting me through torture, it's like a fun kind of torture. There we are. Damn it. Oh, I got it. Please. No! 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 I was there! Jesus Christ. Okay. The timing here is, quite... Oh, can I get over that wall without a dash? I can. That might actually help, because that means I have an extra dash. And an extra dash is like always useful, right? I think it is way easier to get through it without, like with a dash. Sure, should probably just accept it. I think the real strat is I need to stall on this wall by doing that, like constantly letting go of the wall. And wait for the fireballs to be in a position where I can get through. Or, I guess, even better would be to time it. I'm not sure about LSTG. I don't know what that means. You need to reach a point where you can control the conveyor walls. Controlling the conveyor walls seems a bit difficult, but like it doesn't feel impossible. Like it's just timing it correctly, you know? Haha! I did it. That was actually really easy. You can kind of do it. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, one room nearly mandates you to do it? Yeah, I can imagine. I'm kind of dreading the fact that I probably will need to be able to do it eventually. But like, how hard can it be? Like, right? It's probably not that hard. Oh. Oh. There was a frozen wall there. I hadn't really considered that. Yeah, there you actually did neutral jumping because you were so pissed off. I can imagine. Okay, I tried it a bit, but like it feels possible, just kind of difficult, you know? To do the whole conveyor control. But I'll see when I get to the room that requires that. But I mean, I think it depends on like how much conveyor space you have, if it's doable or not. Like how tight is the space? Because like if it's a really tight space, it sounds very difficult. Like in the last screen, it was a bit too tight. Oh no, in this conveyor room. Oh, not in the conveyor room, in this room. The room you are in right now. Oh! Ah, right, makes sense. I can see why, because there's yeah, that ice wall seems pretty hard. I guess you can neutral jump ice walls, that makes sense. Neutral jumping negates the slipping. Ah, makes sense. Yeah, I can imagine. I feel like it's possible without neutral jumping though. Oh god, I need to remember, I need to wait a bit. But like, if you stand on one of the platforms, I have an idea, but like, basically get up on top of that platform and then jump further, and then maybe like quickly wild bounce or something. But like, I landed a bit too low, so I couldn't really reach it in time, but with practice makes master or something. I don't actually know the English expression. I think it's practice makes perfect. Is that the expression? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, practice makes perfect. In Danish, the Danish version of that expression is practice makes master. So, hence why I got a bit confused a second, because sometimes I confuse Danish and English expressions. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, the one thing this game teaches is to practice. Yeah, for sure. You kind of have to practice a lot to beat Celeste. Especially if you want the golden strawberries, which I do not. I do not need the golden strawberries. I kind of want them, because it sounds satisfying AF to have them. But at the same time, that sounds awful. So, probably not gonna. Ah, so close. Do you have the golden strawberries, Maxi? You are actually planning to put thousands of hours into this game? Yeah, I'm guessing you're going for golden strawberries then. Have fun putting thousands of hours. I mean, honestly, if any game, I feel like this game is pretty good at putting a lot of hours into. Like, you can kind of play this way for like a lot of content if you really want to. It's a really fun game, so why not? You need core B-sides to get the golden strawberries? Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I think so, but I'm not gonna try, because like, if you have seen my death counter, you should kind of realize I'm not very good at avoiding dying. Golden strawberries sounds pretty bad. To be honest, of your current games, only Cursed Halo can't have 1,000 hours put in. That is actually true. There's a lot of games you can really put in a lot of hours if you really want to. Huh. But the thing is, you did B-side Deathless anyway, because you're like, you torture me so much, so I will reach a point where it's possible for you to beat me anymore. Huh. So you have basically gotten the golden strawberry then. Even if you didn't actually get the golden strawberry, you have the skill required to get him. You did them out of spite. I love that. That's amazing. Damn it. Genshin or Honkai are live service. So then you have Celeste and Rabbi Ribby. They're all about patience and mastery. That's true. And Rabbi Ribby also has the advantage of having higher difficulties. And Celeste has golden strawberries if you really want to suffer. I have seen some people like actually go for golden strawberries, and it's so brutal. Like, no death at all. Like, you can't even have one stupid death. That sounds so awful considering how much I die for really stupid reasons. Case in point, how many times I've done this. It is a surprising amount of times. I probably have like at least 100 deaths of just walking off without jumping for no reason. So yeah, like going right to the end of a golden strawberry run only to lose because you missed that one jump. That sounds like such a pain. Or like, because you jumped off of the edge. Or like just walked off the edge without jumping like I'm on. Sounds like soul crushing. I don't know about that. Maybe I need to do this slightly different, like something like that. It does actually feel better. Yeah, Celeste, Golden, and Rabbit Really Impossible both sound like absolute hell. I know, right? Maybe actually I can skip the green orb, I think. But I need to do it right. And I'm not very good at doing things right. Because the green orb just seems so painful. Okay, it doesn't actually seem that much easier. It's like I would somehow need to get up there with only one dash, which is not very fun. Yeah, that's not happening. So, damn it. But yeah. Honestly, it does actually sound kind of nice. Like, it's... Getting the golden strawberries sounds like such a cool achievement. And also, I am inherently a completionist. I would love nothing more than to get, like, 100% on a game. But, like, at some point, I just have to acknowledge that I'm just not skilled enough. And I don't want to put in that many hours. Which is just kind of sad. But hey. I think that might actually be the thing that we need to do. What I did. Not the one I just died, but like the one before that. Alright, we can do this, chat. I believe. Just need to concentrate. I failed. So much for just needs to concentrate. Immediately dies. Okay, that's not quite as easy as I thought it would be. Unfortunately. Oh! Oh! That felt really good. I think I got a chat. I just need to, like, do the jump boost. Because, like, if you hold the jump button while jumping off of the ice cubes, you jump higher. And I think that's what I need to do, because that allows me to get up there, kind of. If I do it correctly, at least. I did it once, so I can do it again. Like that. And then I have an extra jump for the dash for that. It seems hard. And I don't know what to do after, but just because I don't know what to do after doesn't mean that it's not correct what I'm doing now. So if we just do bounce, damn it. Just do that. Alright, we can do this, chat, I believe. Just watch me. Damn it. So close. We got further that time though. This screen seems really long though. I have no idea how long it actually is, but like it feels pretty long. I haven't seen the end yet, so who knows? Damn, I forgot to hold jump. I love when you have a really good strategy and you just forget to actually execute it. That's just the smartest move. 10 out of 10. Could recommend. Alright, so if we just focus the bear, and we should be okay. If we just bam, bada, bam. Alright. Bounce, 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 bounce. No. So close. I'm getting really good at the first part though. So I'll take that as a sign of progress. Practice makes perfect. If you just keep practicing the first part, I'll get it more consistently, which means I'll get more attempts in the second part. Damn it. I forgot to jump again, but that's a detail. Alright, stop. Just calm down. We'll be fine. The one thing though, I do like about Celeste, right? So like, as it says in the text, I have a job interview tomorrow, and I feel like this stream is really taking my mind off because I'm stressing a lot about that job interview, but having to focus this much to beat Celeste is like really helping me calm down and be less autistically panicking. Which is a good thing, because autistically panicking before a job interview is not actually helping you with that job interview. It's kind of just stressing you out for no reason. So yeah, it's a good thing that we can spend some time together in the stream and just like relax with some nice Celeste. Damn it, that's the wrong direction. I mean, this is also stressful, but like in different kind of stressful, and it's kind of calming kind of stressful. That makes sense, right? Calming kind of stressful. Surely some of you might know what I mean by that, because I don't actually really know myself what I mean by that. But that's a detail. Bounce, 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 bounce. I keep jumping the wrong direction there, which is not very smart. But it is what it is. And that was a bad idea. Oh well. I'm a moron. Nothing unusual there. I did it, chat. I did it! We're free! We made it through somehow. I'm so proud. Okay, now it's just this. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. This is interesting. It's not actually as bad as it looks, but it looks pretty bad. What the hell? Come on. Thank you. Damn it. I finally managed to cast the green orb and then I die anyways. Like an absolute moron. She's hilariously stupid. Right. I think I bounced, like I hit my head on the wall at the top. And that's why I keep missing the jump. Thank you. Damn it. Okay, that is pretty tight. That green orb is a dick. I swear. Okay. Damn it. Just calm down, Camellia. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. He'll be fine, I said. Just... I kinda actually like the first part where you had to like bounce up the ice wall. That feels really fun. More fun than I had expected. Which is saying something like that little maneuver there. It's just... Oh god, that was stupid. Whoops. It's just so fun. But like the very tight dashes through the spike walls, those I'm a bit iffy about because I'm not very good at precision dashing, which is kind of required here. Damn it. Like, you have to do the timing just right, because if you're slightly off with the timing, you just hit the spike instead. And me and timings are not good friends. Like precision. I have really bad eye-hand coordination, to be fair, so I'm gonna blame that. Definitely not just making excuses for myself or anything. I would never. But like, yeah, I really enjoy that trick. But like that little bounce there. It's just so fun. I'm really happy about this level because even though this screen it seems a bit long and I'm gonna die here a lot, it's really fun. Like I'm just so happy because like when I die I get to do that thing again, and like it's just oddly fun to do. I don't know why, I can't really describe it, but like it just is. Whoops. That was a mistake. Damn it. That's a spike. This is going well, chat. Whoops. I just realized, by the way, chat, normally you have absolutely no reason to go backwards, and usually you can't anyways, because but like this one you literally can't, because there's this block in your way and the only way to open it is from the other side, and I find that kind of funny. I mean, it doesn't really do much because obviously you wouldn't go back anyways, but still, it's kind of funny. Damn it. Right, just calm down. We're gonna be fine. Leave it to an ADSC to find out the most random facts. Exactly here. Exactly. An ADSC artist. Sorry about that. Missed the word there. But yeah, it's just I had to walk through to get my dash back, and then I just randomly noticed that and found it kind of interesting. To be fair, that is very autistic and ADHD. To just randomly notice something stupid like that and get completely distracted by it. The escalators walls are actually kind of fun. I kind of like the escalator walls. Alright, let's go. Whum. 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 Damn it. I don't know why I let myself die there. That was pretty easy to save. But I'm just a moron. And I thought I wasn't dead before it was way too late to actually save it. I hadn't realized I wasn't holding the wall until I was already dead. Because of course. That's really tight. Alright, let's go. So, ba-dum, ba-dum. That was the spike. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, that one is actually kind of bad. But yeah. This is a really fun screen. It's kind of hard, but really, really fun. It's also kind of long, actually. But we can do it, chat. Just you believe in me. I'll show you all just how good at this game I am. Ignore my death counter. Whoops. I don't know what that was about. It streamed so far. Oh my god, this is bad. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh my god, this is bad. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh my god, this is bad. Nope. I mean... You can't just be calling me out like that here. That's just rude. I mean, you're not wrong, but... I feel like this game does an excellent job in looking a lot more difficult than it actually is. But then again, I do actually die a lot, so... Fair. I'm very flip-floppy by nature, chat. You of all people should know that here. Yeah, you do? Yeah. We. I was actually pretty close there, but I dashed in the wrong direction. I think if I had dashed in the right direction, sorry, I think I would have been a safe there, but details. I really hope that the bit I was on just before is like near the end. I think it must be like past that is basically the end. Because else this screen is gonna be like absurdly long. So I think we're almost there. I'm predicting that we'll be at the end before 950 deaths. I think that might be a a bit of pessimistic prediction actually, but I feel like covering my bases, making a pessimistic prediction, because then I can't be wrong. Well, I still can, but a lot will have to happen if I were meant to reach 1,000 deaths here. I don't think it's that bad. But you never know. Alright. Focus. I'm gonna read you in a second. So long as you don't reach 101 streams for an area. As long as you don't reach 101 stream. I don't know what that means here. And hello area, how are you doing today? Remove the first one. So long as you don't reach over 1 stream. That's true, that's true. If I ever reach more than 1 stream for a single screen, I'm gonna cry. But like that would ever happen. You're high as fuck? Sounds like fun. I mean, I kinda get you. I always feel high. The chat always say it. Yeah, 100 milligrams last night. Normal's like 10 milligrams. So it was fun. Are we talking like prescription drugs or like painkillers, or are we talking like actual drugs? Because like I feel like it's a very big difference between between them. So talking about, okay, fair. Sounds like quite the experience. I don't have that much experience with weed, so. Oh, are we there? Is this it? Or am I being too optimistic? Oh, we did a chat. We're free. Finally, we beat that room. That was a really fun room. 10 out of 10. Alright, this room looks less fun. Because there's spinny fireballs. Who doesn't like spinny fireballs, chat? Definitely not me. I really don't like fireballs in general, so. Damn it. Calm down. I mean, it's not that bad if we just focus a bit and like don't waste our dashes like I just did. Because I do think we need all our dashes in specific ones. Like we need 1 dash there, and then we need a 2nd dash here. Yeah. Calm down, chat. We're gonna be fine. I don't like the spinny fireballs, but like, it doesn't feel that bad. Even if I don't like them very much. I'm not entirely sure if I think this is bad or not. I don't think it's that bad. I think that's my official conclusion. And like, there's a low enough density of fireballs that you can kind of plan. Like if we go at the, like if we rush in at the same time, then we can like roughly know where the fireballs are gonna be and like plan around them. I keep dying to the same fireball, so I'm probably doing something wrong. Yeah, I need to not hold as much right there, even though it feels like I need to. And then I need to jump diagonally. Whew. That's a fireball. No shit, that's a fireball. Who would have thought there would be fireballs in a fireball themed level? I would surely never have predicted that. Well, this might actually have been the level that Maxi referred to earlier, where you have to stall the what are these called? Escalators? Something like that. Because of there, if I don't stall the escalator there, then I die. So I might need to look into that. Conveyors, that's a good word for it, yeah. Thank you, yeah, for being smarter than me. Imagine forgetting what conveyors are called. Couldn't be me. Yeah, like right at the end, I think I need to manipulate the conveyor belt a bit. Not hard, rude. I'd take offense to that one here. I need to go at the same time every time, or else I can't know what to do perfectly. Really not sure about that end. The end feels really hard. But maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. I did it there, but I did it accidentally, and then I got confused because I thought I had died, but I hadn't died. And if I had realized I hadn't died, then I would have won. Oh no, I need to be on the other side, I think. I need to somehow... Oh god. Okay. This is worse than I thought. But only really the end is hard. I say as I die repeatedly at the beginning. Game, can you stop killing me like right at the beginning, right after I say the beginning is easy? You're making me look bad. This game is rude. And shush is definitely not my fault. I swear. It's fine. It's a fireball, chat. It's a fireball. I really don't know about that end. The timing on that feels pretty brutal. Oh no, we did it. I did it, chat. We're free. Woo! Okay, one more level completed. Or screen, I guess. Hype. Now we just need to do whatever this is. Which is easier said than done, because I keep trying to do the same stupid thing. At least this one, again, is like one I can kinda learn. Maybe I need to do like that. Oh god, it kind of reminds me of I'm pretty sure there was a very similar screen in the A side, and I remember that being really hard. So Who's to say? Doesn't actually seem that different. Maybe I have a bad memory though. Maybe there's more to the A-side version. Alright. Oh god. I can kinda do that, but it doesn't feel great. If we like... No! Oh yeah, this is way worse than the A-side version, because this looks to be way longer than the A-side version. But it is a very, very, very similar room, so... I mean, so far my strategy is kind of just YOLO and hope that I magically make it through the fireballs. Which doesn't seem like a great strategy. Because, like, the fireballs kind of move around, which kind of impedes on my plan and just hoping I make it through. And there's kind of a lot of them. There's a lot of hope that we need if we need to, like, somehow make it through with only hope. But, like, they move so fast that it's really hard to predict. There's too many fireballs, I can't watch them all, you know? Damn it. I think this might be the room that we take a break in. Because I think this room will take a while, and we are nearing break time, so... And this room seems interesting. I should probably have a better strategy than just YOLO. Well, maybe I need to time things out, like try and plan the route. Like, it's just... Like, that kinda works, but... Not really. There's one fireball that's in my way. Maybe I need 2 dashes there, actually. So if we do... Wait, if we do the same plan, like, the first part is pretty consistent, never mind. So we'll do that. I think we need to do diagonally up. Like, let ourselves fall for a bit and do diagonally up. I did directly right instead of diagonal. Yay! Ah, whoops. But yeah, this whole like planning route strategy feels better. But like the problem is I need to find a consistent route, which is not the easiest. And I also have to keep going immediately, because if I don't go immediately, then the route is inherently gonna be different. Like if I don't do the same thing every time, then I'm not gonna experience the same thing because they're moving parts, which is not good. So, alright, I think. Alright, I'm gonna give it like 3 more attempts, and if I don't make significant progress, I'm gonna take break. So. Yeah, I think, let's say this is break time. So, let's say we are back. I think 23:05 works. Yeah, let's say that. I'll be back at 23:05, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye. Hello! Sorry I'm slightly late. I was trying to figure out how to put my headphones on. Because I accidentally put my headphones on the wrong way. And it confused my brain a lot. Like, it's the kind of thing where it felt off. They didn't fit correctly. But like, was they on the wrong way? Oh my god, no, they weren't on the wrong way. I corrected them accidentally, which is why they now feel off. Okay, let me just quickly correct my headphones again. And then I'll be just there. And good morning, Cinia. How are you doing today? So, okay, now they said correctly. I think. Did you sleep well? Though, isn't this a bit of an awkward time to say good morning? You're fine? That's good to hear. I mean, admittedly, I have an old friend who would say good morning at literally all times a day. That's just his standard greeting. Didn't sleep, but you feel like you just woke up? Ah, fair. But yeah, you kind of reminded of my old friend, so I don't mind too much. But like, it feels a bit random to just say good morning at all times. Like, that's just your standard greeting, to just say good morning. It could be the middle of the night and he would still say good morning. Damn it. But like, now we come back to the discussion of what is legally considered morning. Like, when are you allowed to say morning? Is it a clock, like a time of, like a clock time? Or is it a personal thing, like when you sleep? Or is it a, like related to the position of the sun? Like, I can see those three accepted answers, right? You sometimes get into that trance state. Ha. Trance. You sometimes get into that trance state. So getting out of it is like waking up. I guess that makes sense. Morning is when you get out of bed. Yeah, but like, that's again, so you're going with, it's the personal definition of the, because I can see a lot of different definitions. I think I would say technical, it would be related to the sun, but like, this just, clock time feels more useful as a term. But then again, I also have the habit of I say good morning when I wake up, regardless of when it is I do actually get out of bed. So like, maybe I'm not really one to judge. But then again, not sure. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. Clock time feels like the less natural. Really? Because like, clock time would be like, for example, if you meet school at 8, then you would say good morning, regardless of if the sun got up, like, or not. Because like, if the sun goes up at 10, or if the sun goes up at 3 a.m., you still say good morning when you show up at school, for example, or work, or whatever. But I guess that's again personal, like that also falls into the personal definition, rather than just clock time. So maybe it is the personal that's the correct one. Damn it. We don't have a word for good morning in France? Wait, really? You don't? What do you say then? Like, what are your like time-based greetings? Do we have in Danish we have good morning, good pre-noon, good afternoon, good night, and good day. And also good evening. I forgot about good evening. We have those. You only say good day? So that you can say good day at all times of day? Because we also have a good day, but like we also have more time-specific ones. The one we don't have a good noon. That's not a thing. Bonjour, good day, bonsoir, good evening. Is that the only two? Interesting. Well, that's really simple, actually. Technically, we have good night, but only use when you go to bed. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, our good night is also only used when you go to bed. You would normally, like, if you meet someone very late at night, you would normally say good evening and not good night. So we say good evening, even if, yeah, same. I feel like that feels more natural, right? Because like good night is very, very heavily associated with the action of going to bed. So even if you're meeting at 3 AM, it feels more natural to say good evening rather than good night, because you never say good night when you're not going to bed. I don't know, greeting people in different languages feels kind of complicated, because there's so many ways to greet people. And there's also fancy ones, like, okay. Like, you can go really fancy with greetings. Like, our old-timey fancy one would probably be Vahilsu. That's the one I would use in, back when I played, like, role-playing games. I guess they would be called live role-playing games in English. So like the classic, you go in a forest, you have the foam swords, that kind of role-playing games, you know? With fantasy races and all. Tolkien-esque with foam swords. Like, we would usually say Vahilsu, because it sounds fancy. It's kind of like greetings or salutation. No, not quite salutation. That sounds a bit more modern. God, there's so many ways to greet people, chat. It's confusing. Like, I feel like whoever designed languages were not very artist-friendly. Because, like, I get so confused by different greetings and when I should use what. And like most of the time no one cares, but I feel like I should care, and that stresses me out. French has so few greetings, that sounds nice. I mean, French also probably has a lot of other things that are not very artist friendly, I would imagine. But I feel like most languages has a lot of artist unfriendly things. Yeah, oh, French has French. That's a fair point, actually. French is a weird language. God, I'm not looking forward to studying French. I know I don't need to study it like very hard, and I can live with like very basic level. But like, I am very much not looking forward to studying French. No offense to the French people here, that being weird. But like, your language kind of sucks. The few you'll learn is extremely easy. Yeah, probably, but still. The stupidest part is the reason why they want me to learn French is so I can cause I want to get into a university for the subject in English would be the history of ideas. I mentioned it before. But the reason why they want me to study French or a different language is because then I can read original French philosophers' texts. Because like, it's always better to read things in original language. But the thing is, just because I barely pass high school level French doesn't mean I can read fancy philosophy from 200 years ago. That's like what are they expecting? Obviously, I'm still gonna read a translated version, even if I studied French. Do French people even read original 200-year-old French philosophy in French? I guess you probably would, because you're probably better at French than English, but details? Yeah, old French was even harder. That's a good point. I would probably just read in English no matter what. So like, I don't get why they want me to learn French. It's not like it's gonna help me much. Old French wasn't that different. Okay, fair enough. I mean, Danish hasn't changed that much in like the last few hundred years. If you go a few thousand years back, then it changed a lot. It's not like Old English. Yeah, Old English is kind of extreme. English changed a lot over the centuries. But yeah, I feel like the dumbest part about this whole you need another language thing, it doesn't matter which language. So my history of ideas teacher, right? His third language is, I believe it was Spanish. But the thing is that what he was writing his assignment on wasn't Spanish philosophy. He was writing in the like his final paper. He was writing about French philosophers. So like, how did it help him to know Spanish when what he was writing about was French? So like, it's so stupid. I don't understand. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think I'm fine with it because it gives me an excuse to wait another year with going into education, so... Yeah, Spanish philosophy never got massive historical footprint. Yeah, French philosophers are kind of famous, but yeah. I mean, it depends a lot on like what you're writing about, right? Like he could have written, I don't know, he could, like the history of ideas is a very vague subject. If you want to use Spanish, you can write about like, I don't know, maybe the conquistadors or like something that happened in Spain. It doesn't really matter. The history of ideas can write about anything, but but yeah. And I understand that it's good to read in original language, and it gives you like a bit of like credit. It's like when your teachers see, oh, I've used the original's language source for this. I'm quoting the original language text. But again, like there's more nuance in reading something in original language. You can't quite get all the nuance in a translation. But the thing is, if you're like an entry level in another language, an actual translator will always be able to convey more meaning than what you would gain out. Like the extra nuance of reading it in the original language would be lost anyways by you not being fluent in said language. If you're not fluent in the language, then you still lose the nuance. Because like English, I don't translate English in my head. I'm fluent in English, I'm able to think in English, and I don't need to translate. Third languages like German or French, I can't think in those. I need to translate those in my head. And if you're at a level where you need to translate it in your head, then you lose all the nuance anyways. Because then you still translate it. And getting to a level where you don't need to translate things in your head is actually really, really difficult. It requires so much practice to be that fluent in a language. I don't know, I'm just kind of salty about the whole you need to study French for some reason thing. But like, to be fair, me knowing French is probably good anyways, because I have considered moving to France, so... You think more in English than German? Found it recently because she was talking English to some random person. Yeah, I'm the same, Sinja. That was weird. I do that all the time, Sinja. Don't worry about that. I'm definitely also that weird. Oh, whoops. Well, it's not natural, and you can't mix up the languages in your head. You lose a lot of the language, yeah. Same, you think more English than French? I mean, English is just, like, if you do a lot of things online, English is just a more useful language, and eventually you end up thinking more in English. Most of my life is online, so... And since you live in France, where nearly 90% of the population can't speak English, yeah, I can imagine that's a bit awkward. It can be painful. Yeah, I can imagine. At least I live in Denmark, where everyone speaks English. Like, I believe we are number 4 in the best non-native speaking English speakers in the world. Behind the other Scandinavian countries and the Netherlands. I'm not sure we're actually number 4, but we're definitely in the top 4. I can't remember like exactly where, but top 4 best non-native English speakers. So I have an advantage there. Damn it. And the French people look at me if you had 5 heads or 3 heads. I can imagine. You mix up some English in your French so constantly, and the French people. I mean, I mix up English and my Danish constantly too. And even here, where everyone does speak English and everyone can understand me, people still sometimes look at me weird, because I don't really realize. Like, in my friend groups, it's kind of become like a thing, that we just speak half English, half Danish. Like, to a point where we had this habit, that if you forget a word, instead of like trying to think of what that word is, you would just switch language. And just so like you speak half a sentence, and you forget a word, switch language, and continue the rest of that sentence in the other language, and then everyone will reply in that language until someone else switches language again. Well, imagine that with people that literally don't understand English. Yeah, that sounds like a pain. Like, you do hear how often I'm like, what is that called in English? I also quite often do that the other way, where I forget what something is called in Danish, but know what it's called in English. And whenever that happens either ways, I tend to just switch language, because that's easier. But it doesn't really work on screen, because no one understands Danish here. So I can't do that, hence why I often get confused and like have to ask what that thing is called. But you don't do language switch? I mean, the language switch habit I've only developed because I speak so much with people that are as fluent in English as I am. And like, especially older people, like my parents, don't really like that I do the language switch, because while they do understand English, they are not as good at English as I am. They're not as fluent in it. So like, they get a bit annoyed whenever I do the language switch, but I just can't help it because I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's just a dumb habit. At least you're forced not to do the language switch. You're forced to choose. So like you don't confuse old people. You do the language switch with Ginkami. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Because like, it's just being able to switch language is insanely convenient if all of the speakers in the conversation speak both languages. Like, it's just, I can't describe how much more easy a conversation flows if you're able to switch language smoothly. And if no one minds that switch. Because like, when you get access to so many more words, you just never block. Exactly, it makes the conversation so much more fluid. You have to get used to the whole concept, but like, once you are used to it, it really does just flow so much nicer. Damn it. If you make me read a word, you literally... Yeah. Damn it. Can't tell you if it's French or English. Oh, I'm kind of the same. Whenever I read something, like, just a bit later, I kind of forget what it is while looking at it. Okay, I'm not quite that bad. I usually, like, I can tell while looking at it. But like 2 seconds later, and then I forgot if I was reading English or Danish, because it's so mixed together in my head. I can't tell the difference. Like, my brain patterns think kinda in a weird Frankenstein mix of the 2 languages, though mostly English. It may be related to 1/3 of English being French. Yeah, that's true. but you struggle so hard to make them out. I mean, that does actually make sense. I guess that is worse when so much of English is French. I don't have that problem, because like, while Danish and English do have a lot of similarities, we don't have, they just steal one of our words. That doesn't really happen, so that makes it a bit more convenient, I feel like. But like, yeah, being multilingual is kind of a complicated thing, but it also just so convenient. It would be so much easier if every person in the world spoke every language in the world, because then you could like easily and fluently constantly switch languages. I get like what I'm asking is insane, but still, like, think about it. How wonderful a world that would be. And then you could communicate with everyone without even having to wonder about like what language you speak. Damn it. But yeah, what I'm suggesting is rather insane, so it's not gonna happen. I have heard of like people that can speak like 12 different languages fluently or whatever, and those people are just insane. Like, I would love to be able to speak like 12 languages fluently, but like, what the fuck? How do you even do that? I can barely handle 2. I know, right? You had like, I think they're called polyglots, like people that talk a ton of languages. I think they're polyglots. I might be wrong. But yeah, I mean, it sounds so cool to be able to do, but also like what the fuck? How much time do you have on your hands to learn that? You can speak a bit of a ton of languages, but fluently would be insane. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like, I know a little bit of English, like German, French, Japanese, etc. But like, I can barely string together sentences in those languages. Like, the best thing I can say in German is Ich spreche nicht sehr gut Deutsch, which translates to I don't speak very well German, or something like that. So yeah, really speaking, you can only English and German. Understanding spoken and written languages about 5. Yeah, I can understand German very well. I can't speak it very well. Though there's a classic sentence, Ich bin böse und knalle mit dem Tür, I think is the sentence is. Cynthia might correct me, but I believe that translates to I am very angry and I'm like, what's that called? It's like when you like shut the door very forcefully. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Ich bin böse und knalle mit dem Tür. I might be mispronouncing things, but that's a very iconic joke. Ich bin wütend und knalle mit die Tür zu. Okay, so the sentence is a bit wrong, but it doesn't work if you word it properly, because it's specifically funny, because, yeah, I think it's probably meant to be very close, but wrong, because it's a joke. So the joke is, Ich bin böse und knalle mit dem Tür, in Danish, sounds a ton like you're saying, I am gay and I'm fucking the bull. Which is kind of funny. So that's like the one German sentence that most Danish people can like know, because it's just a really funny joke. I mean, it's not that funny, but you know, it's an iconic joke in like how you can say a thing that is pretty natural, and it just sounding completely different, specifically only to Danish people. Damn it. Languages are kind of funny like that sometimes. I just kind of love the fact that you can do that you can string together a sentence that have wildly different meanings depending on who you're speaking to. And while it's not entirely accurate that it means that, it sounds so much like the Danish sentence for that is insane. It's kind of hilarious, but languages is just kind of funny sometimes. I don't know. I kind of like... I really find studying languages really fascinating. Like, on one hand, languages are just such fascinating pieces of culture. Like, seeing how they change between different cultures is so interesting. On the other hand, they're like a convoluted mess of like barely functioning rules where nothing makes sense. So I also kind of hate them because I am naturally very like STEM-minded. So I like strict rules. I like order. I like easily calculatable sentences. But that's just not how a language works. Speak gibberish and sound angry. People will have the impression you're speaking German. Honestly, I mean, so I studied German in middle school, and like 90% of my German class was just speaking Danish, but with a German accent, because like Danish and German are very similar. And like throwing in a few fancy German words where you know them, and then you're probably pretty accurate. And like I got a 7, which is a pretty good grade. I know like saying I got the grade of 7 doesn't really make sense. I think that would translate to a C. It depends a lot on like which scale you're using. But I think a 7 translates to a C depending on your scale. Like in American terms, it's a C. I don't know how it is in German and French terms. So, I basically just winged it, spoke mostly Danish with a German accent, and I somehow got a C, or equivalent. That's funny, our scale goes from 1 to 6, 6 being the highest. Our scale is weird. I think I mentioned it before, but yeah, our scale goes... Okay, hear me out. -3, 0, 2, 4, 7, 10, 12. 12 is the highest. 2 is passed. -3 is like nothing submitted, and 0 is failed. I never met someone that actually got a -3, but... Why? I think the argument for a weird scale is calculating averages. Cause the gap from 2 to 4, that's a gap of 2, but the gap from 4 to 7 is a gap of 3. So raising a grade from 4 to 7 makes a bigger difference on your average than raising a grade from 2 to 4. So I think the argument is our scale is set up to make certain grade jumps more impactful on an average calculation. I think that's the argument here. We scale from 0 to 10, or 0 to 20, or 0 to 100, or 0 to 50, or 0 to 5. Depends on the teacher. And then we convert everything on a score out of 20. I mean, it's kind of nice to have like a neat score out of 20, but I don't like how it depends on the teacher and then you have to like do math to calculate what your actual score was. That feels a bit weird. Like, surely it should be standardized. At least our system is standardized, even if it's weird. Every teacher and subject grades the same. Except for the fact that if you talk to anyone over the age of like 30, they won't understand the grade scale, because we changed it some years back. So like, my parents had a very, very different grade scale, and they don't understand mine very well. And the really awkward bit is, I believe it was very similar, but in the old grade scale, the highest grade was 13, and passing grade was 6, might be 5. So the problem here is because the passing grade on the old scale was like 5 or 6, and the new scale passing grade is 2. When I come home and say I got a 4, which is like above passing, 4 is a good grade, and then my parents would hear that I got a 4, and they would intuitively think that I failed the class, which is a bit awkward. The technical standard is the score out of 10 or score out of 20 converted to a score out of 20. Right. We have the standard, but they're weird. Danish? I mean, that's how it goes. But it's an exact standard. With French, we overcomplicate everything. Yeah, I can hear that. I prefer our standard, even if it means it's a bit weird. I could take some getting used to, but like, to me it's very natural, as long as I don't have to try and calculate the old grade scale, because I don't understand how the old grade scale works. So whenever I talk to my parents about like what grades they got in school, I have no idea what it means. It's like, I don't understand the old grade scale at all. I know that I think it's 5 or 6 is passing grade, and I know that they had a weird thing where in the new scale, so like the 2 highest grades in the old scale was 11 and 13, but our highest grade is 12, which might be closer to be equivalent to 11 rather than 13. So it's a bit weak, like 13 in the old scale translated to way higher than the 12 in the new one, and it's just really confusing. I believe they changed the scale to be closer to international, because like our new scale does translate pretty neatly to and it's like the letter scale that the Americans use. Are those so close? Yeah, we are getting pretty close. I think we can do this. I just need to do it. But if we just keep trying, we should be able to do this quite soon. You don't understand the American letters at all? I mean, I understand the gist of it. If it's failed, A is very good. I don't think that's an E, but... Alright, just a sec, chat. So, in my exam papers, or like in my proof of exam, I got an English version. It's like I got both. I got an exam paper, or like what is it called, a diploma in both Danish and a diploma in English. And the English one has letter scales, and it converts. Fuck, I don't have any bad grades, so I can't probably see how it converts. Well, that's awkward. I was trying to see, okay, how does it convert to my scale? But I can't tell because there's no bad grades. So I don't have a very big frame of reference. I wanted to see like what the fail grade was, but I didn't fail any classes, so I'm too good at school, chat, believe it or not. Fuck, you don't have any bad grades. Accidentally flexing. French scores are so simple. You go from 0, where you literally did everything wrong, to 20, where everything's correct. Okay, here. Just out of curiosity, what is a fail grade in French? Like, what is the minimum passing grade? Because that's a bit that I don't really understand. Because, like, for us, the minimum passing grade is 2. But, yeah, it doesn't convert very well. Oh, God, no. Usually 12 out of 20? Oh, God, that feels weird. What do you mean by usually? Does it change by subject? Oh, right. It's like a... I understand now. So in Danish, like in... Oh yeah, one advice for tomorrow's interview. Always ask where the coffee machine is located. So fun things in here. I don't drink coffee. So that would just be extremely stupid. And I love that idea. Ah, damn it. It depends on the institute and subject. I see. That's okay. That's one thing I do like about our scale and also the American scale. It's very easy to tell if you passed or not, because like you do get rated. I got this many percent questions correctly on the test, but then you can that percentage then gets converted over to a specific grade that you know was passed or not. Most coffee machines can make hot water for tea too. That's a good point. I do like tea. Also, a lot of coffee machines also make hot cocoa. And hot cocoa or hot chocolate or whatever you want to call it is delicious. So that's good. So maybe I can find a coffee machine that makes that. But hey. Well, 12 out of 20 is easy. Is 60% correct? Yeah, 60% correct. Feels pretty good for where the passing grade should be. In most tests, the passing grades tends to be around there. Damn it. But like, it feels weird to not have a specific point where you can always say if you've done this, you pass. But maybe that's just me. Is there something wrong, Senja? Does Senja not work? Most exams have a number of questions and tests divisible or multiplied by 20. Makes sense. So basically, you don't have a grading scale, you only use the percentages. We normally also get percentages, but like, convert them. So, you died right at the end? Ah, that's what you meant, Senja. I mean, I've died at that exact spot like 5 times by now, so... That's what's wrong? Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I've died that a lot. I really need to find a better way. That's an extremely complicated system where your previous years still count even if a tiny bit. Okay, that sounds confusing. Which makes knowing if you pass is not complicated. Yeah, so generally speaking, our grading system works by if you had an exam in the subject, the exam counts 50% and your year grade counts the other 50%. But they don't count previous years, they only count your year grade from your final year of the subject. And if you didn't have an exam in the subject, it's just the year grade that counts. So it takes the average of the year grade and the exam grade, which I kind of like. There's also multiple subjects where you have both a verbal and a written grade, which is also kind of complicated. Also, there's the whole thing of some subjects count more for your average than other subjects. Like, for example, my psychology grade barely counted on my final diploma average, but my mathematics grade counted a lot. So like, yeah, it sounds very confusing, true. Some exams that are way more important have a higher passing score than others. That makes sense. You do have that too, but no idea how that works. I mean, on my diploma, it says specifically how much each subject counts. Like on each subject line, there's written a year grade, exam grade available, the like actual score, which is like averaged, and a weight. So like how much does this grade actually matter? Wait, no, that's not an average. That's true. So we only have the final average, but yeah. Especially math passive score maybe around 15 out of 20, while PE is around 6 or 8 out of 20. That sounds so complicated. It's way easier to just say 0-2 is passed, 0-0 is failed. And if you like really want to fuck up, then you get a -3. But like, I feel like to get a -3, you have to actively try to fail. Like, that's kind of that level we are at. By the way, Sinja, you mentioned the coffee machines. Do you feel like percentage is way easy to grasp for everyone? I think it depends. Because like we also have the percentages again, but like it translates over to grade depending on the subject. For example, in maths, you might say above 95% is considered a 12, and it also depends a bit. If it was a very easy test, it might have a slightly different like grading conversion than if it was a hard test. So depends a bit, but. Like for example, maths is often 95% correct. This is considered 12. Or when you can see how it's weighted, it's easy. You're not sure. We have the weighted written in the grade sheets. Don't know how it's called. That's fair. I think it's called an exam diploma. I think it's a term. For a top score in French, you need to do everything perfect. That feels annoying. You very, very rarely have to get everything perfect to get the highest grade in Denmark. Cause like, I feel like that makes more sense. That you don't need to do everything perfect for the highest grade. Cause like, even I make mistakes. Like you can make a stupid typo or whatever. If you make a typo, I feel like you shouldn't be like punished by an entire grade for that. You'll often have like 20 or 40 or 80 questions in your exam. Fair. What do you want to ask about coffee machine? Right. About the coffee machine thing. The thing is, the job I'm applying for is as a substitute teacher. So like, when a teacher is sick, then I'll come in and replace them. I don't think I'll spend that much time in the break room, because I'm probably gonna be on call. And it'd probably be weird if I like spend much time in the break room. I guess if I have multiple lessons, like if I get called in for 5 hours, I might spend time in the break room, I guess. And then in 80 questions exam, each correct question is worth 0.20. I mean, it does make sense. It just feels harder to grasp after the fact. Good luck, Core. Thank you, Essen. I appreciate it. I'm doing my best. A thing they often do is there's an odd number of questions where some are weighted more. Yeah, I often have that too. Usually it'll say how much each question is weighted. Like this question. Like often, especially in things like physics, or also maths, like in general, especially in STEM subjects, you might have that a question is worth 5 points. Like this, most question is gonna be worth whatever amount of points, but this question might be worth 5 points. Usually it's set so each of the 5 points is for a specific thing. So even if you don't get the answer correctly, you might still get like 3 points because you have the examiner might have noticed, oh, you used the correct formula, so they'll give you 1 point for that, and you did that thing correctly, so you get a 1 point for that, but you didn't get the answer correct, so you don't get that point. Stuff like that. So usually you have a question's worth 5 points, but if you but you can't get partial points if you don't get it entirely correct. Understandable. You can always bring your own coffee machine if you don't want to ask why it is. I mean, that's a good point, but bringing your own coffee machine, it feels weird. So in the end, you end up knowing exactly who did better just in the score. That makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, we do that too. Okay, I do like that system actually, of like being able to get partial points, because I often make because I'm generally good at maths, I make the things, the types of mistakes I make in maths are really, really stupid. And when I do make those really, really stupid mistakes, then I have to, but like I did everything correctly, but I just accidentally minus instead of plus and got the answer incorrect, then it's really nice to be able to say I still get 4 out of 5 points instead of saying you lose all 5 points because of this minor error. You are weird, Cam? I mean, true. Bringing your machine is normal for you. I mean, it's not. That's a different kind of weird thing, yeah? You can be weird to a weird person. Weird is not only a spectrum, it's also different for each subgroup. Like that one exam you failed 2 subtractions in that your teacher bunked you with a book on, you got a 19.5 on. Yeah, that makes sense. It feels a bit rough to like fail an entire question. This is why you always show your working skills. In a math exam, always show your working. Because if you got the answer incorrect somehow, if you show your working, you're probably still gonna get partial points. My teachers have bunked me in the head so many times explaining to me that you always should show your working. Just tell me I'm weird because you brought your own coffee machine to work. Just hoping to not be alone in this. You are weird for that, Sinja. I can understand bringing your own coffee to work, like making coffee at home and then bringing it in like a heat-proof or like an insulated cup or something, right? I don't remember what those are called. But it is pretty weird to bring an entire coffee machine. Wait, the whole machine? I think Sinja just brought the whole machine, yeah. That does feel pretty weird. To be honest, if you don't show the entire process of getting to the result, you fail the entire question automatically, friends. If you... I think, like, in a 5-point question, usually how it will be is one of the points is having the correct answer. So, like, if you don't show any of your workings, you might not get full points, but you will still get the point for having the correct answer. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think it's true. Honestly, I have actually tried before, where I've seen a teacher write on a graded paper. I have no idea how you got the correct answer, because you did the completely wrong method, but your answer is technically correct, so I'm gonna give you partial points for it. If you don't show the... yeah, it was one of those small capsule machines. Oh, okay, a small capsule machine is not too bad, but still feels weird. It's not that bad. Thank you. I mean, it's still weird. If you don't show the process, you get an immediate 0 because it assumes you cheated the result. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, in your case, Cam, you get points too. But if you just write the answer alone, 0. That's actually a really nice way of trying to prevent cheating. I kind of like that. But then again, if you really want to cheat in a Danish exam, that is not the hardest thing in the world. So, fun fact, chat. Danish exams basically always are done on a computer. With the ability to look things up quite often. So like I've done exam where I was listening to music on YouTube while doing the exam. If you really wanted to cheat, I feel like it's a bit risky because like there are examiners constantly going around that can at any time say they want to, like in the exam hall there's a bunch of examiners going around and they might go up to you say, and hey, I would like to inspect your browser tabs or whatever, just to check that you're not using communications, because you're obviously not allowed to text other people, but you are allowed to like have music open, etc, etc. So like they can check, so it's really risky, but like I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. If you know how to use computers, it's easy. Yeah, you can have 2 virtual desktops on a PC. I mean, generally I think the hard part is just you might constantly be watching, because like you're in a massive hall in like a line of desks, and there are constantly teachers walking around you. So it's pretty risky to like you can definitely do it, but I feel like it would probably be easier to just not cheat. Like, I feel like it's more effort to cheat than not to cheat. That sounds super easy? Probably. I've always found it a bit weird, like, how little precautions there are against cheating. But, like, at the same time, I don't really know anyone that has actually cheated on an exam. Like, I don't know a single person that has actually cheated. Because, like, it's also really risky. Like, if you get caught, that's just immediately thrown out. France assumes the student knows computers better than adults to know PC. The thing is, so the reason why we allow things like, so like, alright, so in, I'm just gonna explain quickly. So if in the example of my mathematics exam, written maths, usually how written mathematics exam works is that the first half is pure knowledge. So that's, you're not allowed to use computers or calculators at all. You just have, I think, I'm not actually sure if you're allowed to use calculators. But yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, so the first half is without help. You have to know all of it on your own. I think you might get a formula sheet, but that's about it. And that's not actually that hard. Because usually the questions in the first half are really, really easy. The second half usually consists of more complicated questions. So like, instead of writing what's 2 plus 2, they might write, this person has 2 apples, this person has 2 apples, right? Obviously that's a really, really, really simplified example. But usually they have like more complicated problems where you have to analyze the situation and understand and apply your math. And there you're allowed help. So there you're allowed to look through your books. You're allowed to search on the online, though you are only allowed to use specific approved websites. Usually the rule is anything you use in, like any resource you use in class as submitted by the teacher, you're allowed to use. And the reason why is because, like, in an actual real life situation, if you are meant to be an engineer, you would probably, and you need to build this bridge or whatever, you wouldn't need to remember on your own how to do that. You would look up in your book, okay, how do I calculate this thing? So therefore you're allowed to use that. And also using a PC is just easy, especially for like exams where you need to write essays. Like if you need to write an essay, writing it by hand sounds absolutely dreadful. You'll be back in a bit. Time to move to bed. Alright, see you in a moment, Sinja. But yeah. My parents had to write essays in hand, and I can't imagine just how awful that might be. It's so much easier to write on a computer. That is why you never wrote your essay except once. You just accepted a failed grade. Yeah. Okay, I don't understand that, but then again, I'm also, what do you call it in English? Try hard, I guess? Would be the direct translation. Like, we have a word called streber, which I believe would directly translate to try hard. And, I care too much about my grades, so yeah, I would never do that. But then again, I also got to write on a computer, so that makes it less painful. You only had to write essays in French and history, that's fair. I had a lot of subjects you had to write essays in, which doesn't count nearly as much as scientific subjects. Oh, really? Usually Danish and maths are like the subjects that count the most. Like, so in high school, my Danish grade counted exactly as much as maths, I think. Yeah, Danish and maths counted the same. Interesting. It also counted the same as physics and chemistry. Actually, my English grade counted less, but that makes sense because you only had the B level. Well, your lowest grade of the entire career was 17.5 out of 20. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you could afford to have 0 in almost every subject. You still have passing grades? Right. I guess that's the good part about being good as like being really good at certain subjects. You don't have to care about the rest. But honestly, I always enjoyed writing essays. I don't know why, but I find it really enjoyable to write essays. Can be a bit stressful, but I like it. So you could. So yeah. Maybe I'm weird for that. I don't know if other people enjoy writing essays, but I do. So yeah, you were sleeping in French, history, geography, philosophy classes because you didn't care. That makes sense. I mean, again, I was kind of a tryhard. I still don't know the proper English term, so I'm just gonna use tryhard. But like, I cared a lot about. It's kind of like goes into my perfectionism and fear of failure. I really wanted to do well in school, so I learned to let it go a bit in the end of my school and like just accept I can't be perfect. But I was for a long time cared too much. I mean, I'm also naturally quite good at school, so that might have helped. I'm good in most subjects, I feel like. Are you also trying to do well? Just owning some of the subjects, but you know why the doing well limit end was? The thing is, sleeping in certain classes is not doing well, I would say, but fair. And you wasn't bothering to go above? Ah, that's fair. Well, I mean, so my high school average was a 10. Like plus or minus a few decimal points, but around a 10. And that translates, so 10 is our second highest grades and translates to a B in a letter scale. I don't know how to translate in the French scale, but like it was a pretty good grade. 10 is a very good grade, especially on an average. Because I also had subjects I was bad at, but like I had so many good subjects that I managed to pull it up. And I believe my lowest grade was a 4, so I think I only have like 1 4 in my exam paper, which annoyed me endlessly that I had only one of them. I really wanted to have all 7s or higher, but I just couldn't. I just had to accept that I got a bad grade there. But like, the 1 4 on my grade, it just hurts my soul so much, because like, it's the only one. And it's a subject I don't care about. Let me just see. Yeah. Yeah, my only 4 was in psychology, and I really didn't care about psychology because my psychology teacher wasn't that good. And like, it was just, it's a subject that barely counted. Like, it counted a quarter of my maths grade, for example. So I really didn't care for that subject. And to raise my 4 in psychology to a 7, I would need so much work that I just couldn't be fucked. In all of the like sciencey subjects, you're constantly way over the point where you call yourself too good for the class. And in English, arts, and all of the humanitarian and history subjects, you're just not paying attention at all. That's fair. Your score was. All the other topics were way overlifting the grade. That makes sense, that makes sense. But I'm also kind of the weird person that likes both the humanitarian subjects and the sciencey subjects. I'm that kind of person, you know? Which does give me a lot of advantages since I want to be a teacher. Because being able to do both humanitarian and sciences subjects is a massive appeal to someone trying to hire a teacher. Because you're able to like bridge the gap. To be honest, you're pretty sure that 80% of your PE classes you're watching people from the side. Admittedly, I didn't give a fuck about PE, but I didn't have PE in high school. I only had PE in middle school, and my middle school grade doesn't matter at all anymore, because like the grade that I'm using to apply to high school or like, to my job is my high school grades. I haven't even submitted my middle school grades to my job application, because like why would I? Only when we were doing gymnastics where we could mess around where you participate in PE. That's fair. I barely participate in PE. I hated PE. I did try a bit sometimes, but like I didn't care that much. It was my least favorite subject by far. And again, I'm the type of person that like likes both the humanitarian and the science subjects. I was good at a lot of different subjects, but I just couldn't PE. I just hated it so much. I despise PE with a passion. I'm so happy that I didn't have to do PE in high school. And the thing is, though, you didn't like PE much except gymnastics and acrobatics, where it was the best of your entire grade and among the best of your grades citywide. That makes sense. You ever saying, welcome back, Stanier. But yeah, the thing is, the job that I'm applying for, well, I mean, it's not a specific job listing I'm applying for, but like the job that I'm getting a job interview for in tomorrow, I don't actually know what it is. Like specifically what she told me over the phone was they were lacking like a permanent substitute. I guess would be the direct translation in a specific subject. I don't know what that subject is, and I think my general opinion is as long as it's PE, I don't care. If it is PE, I very much do care, because the PE teacher does have to move, and I don't like moving. So as long as it's not PE, and I feel like they probably don't need a substitute teaching PE, like that would be kind of random. Especially seeing as I don't have, like, if you wouldn't pick me for PE, because there was nothing in my job application that implied I would be able to teach in PE. Your body is extremely flexible, so you're insanely good at gymnastics and acrobatics. In acrobatics, you are the only one in your middle school to do a triple flip, where others did double only. Yeah, okay, that is quite impressive. And I mean, it is always nice to have a flexible body. Admittedly, my body is extremely inflexible, so... I mean, I had to here, I had to. It's the rules. I can't disobey the rules. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the job I'm having a job interview actually entails. I have no idea. No, that one is on you. Honestly, I think that one is on me. Because like, Ear just has a flexible body. That's not her fault. I was the one that made it lewd. I'm pretty sure that's on me. Damn it. No! So close. But yeah. Also, another thing that I'm not sure about, because her wording was very vague and I could barely hear her. 2 minutes jumping in the spring and doing a triple front or back flip is super fun. So fun in fact that most of the time when you go to bed, you front flip on it. That sounds so fun. But yeah. I'm still like, because her wording didn't make it very clear, so I'm very uncertain if the job that I'm interviewing for is to... I did it, chat. I'll finish my sentences moment. Let me just be happy. I did it. Woo! So the job I'm interviewing for, I'm not actually sure if it's like a teacher that is on like long time sick leave or like a maternity leave or something, and I'm like gonna be replacing one teacher for a long period, or if it's alternatively that they're lacking, they don't have a substitute in maths, for example, and they need another substitute in maths. I don't know if it's like call in whenever this person is sick, or like I'm long-term replacing a teacher. I have no idea, and I didn't want to ask over the phone because I could barely hear her. So I'm very curious which one is gonna be. I feel like long-term replacing teachers is a lot more scary. One of the reasons why you don't have a bed frame is to front flip on it. That makes sense. That sounds fun, to just be able to front flip on onto your bed. I'm not able to do front flips. I'm not flexible enough to do flips. Actually, I don't really know how hard flips even are to do, so... Maybe they're not that hard. Who knows? Yeah, long time would be also be full time during that time period. I think so. I have no idea. But like at this point, I just want a job. Doesn't matter too much about the deed. Like, I need a foot in the door, because if I have experience, it's easy to find other jobs, you know? You're just that mature that you're 2 seconds. I can't read right now. You're just that mature that you slip on 2 mattresses on the floor just to flip on your bed at 26. That feels very mature. I mean, whatever you enjoy here. But yeah. I mean, still, even if it's like a long-term sick leave, I feel like that's still way easier than being an actual teacher, because if your actual teacher is on long-term sick leave and you hire a substitute that doesn't have a teacher education, like, you would be expected as a substitute to basically just ask the actual teacher, okay, what are they meant to be learning? Like, I wouldn't be expected to figure that all out. I'm pretty sure I would be expected that the actual teacher would fill me in on what I meant to teach. So like, it's a lot easier. Especially since exam season is coming up. Our exam season is usually in June. Like end of May, June. So like, if you get a substitute at this time of year, that substitute won't be doing much. That substitute would basically just be listening to what the teacher says and do that. So I should be fine, I think. What could possibly go wrong, chat? Damn it. I don't like those. Oh god. I just realized like what I'm actually required to do here is kind of bad, but it's not that bad, I suppose. It just feels bad. But like, maybe I can do sneaky little ways to make my life easier. But yeah, I'm so excited for this job interview. I'm really scared and nervous, but I'm so excited. Because this is actually my first job. I don't have a... Well, if you don't count streaming. I do get paid for streaming, so I suppose that is also a job. But it's my first... I would say real job, but like that's also kind of weird to say streaming isn't a real job. But you know what I mean. My first classical job, I guess. A job working for someone else. That's a good way to put it, yeah. This looks hard. You enable. This looks hard. You enable what you need to do here. Yeah, I can't see what I need to do here either. I just assume that I have to like get onto the moving ice platforms up there, and then I have to bounce from ice platform to ice platform. But yeah, I'm so scared, to be honest. Like, I really want to make a good impression, but like, what if I don't, you know? I know it's just like me being paranoid and stuff, but like, I'm really, really scared. I have a feeling this is the last room we'll see today. I could see that. This room seems like suffering. But you never know, maybe it's shorter than it looks. Oh, you start to forget word. I guess it's sleepy time soon. Good night, Senya. Get some rest. Sleep is good. Don't worry, I forget words all the time too. I'm also very bad at spelling. We were all nervous in our first job? Yeah. Especially since I don't know what the job is, because I didn't want to ask. Like, first of all, I wasn't expecting to hear anything back. So I suddenly got, like, I sent an application to like 5 different schools, and then I forgot about it. And then I got a call from, I think she's like 50-year-old, she said. So, a rather old lady that, oh, we get to see another room here. Yay. But yeah, a rather old lady that's not very good at using a phone. And, it makes it so confusing. Wait, this actually doesn't look hard. It's just learning what I'm meant to do. This part seems annoying though. Casually and randomly pass it while chatting distractedly. Yeah, that felt very... way easier than it should. I feel like I was almost scamming the game. I'm too good at this chat. Just you wait. Just you wait. But yeah, I'll post updates on Twitter on how my job interview goes, I suppose. Thank you and good night to all of you. Good night, Senior. Sleep well. I'm proud of you for getting some rest. Sleep is important. Ow. No. I don't like this. It's not that bad, but it feels bad. The first part feels surprisingly easy. It looked way worse than it actually is. Oh god. But yeah, we'll see. Cycles, yeah. The like fireballs going around in circles are always a pain. But oh well. But yeah, I think my job interview is at like 1 p.m. Central European Standard. Like, are we in summertime or are we in wintertime? I think we're in summertime. So Central European summertime. Yeah. 1 p.m. my time. There you have it. Summer, yeah? Okay. Central European summertime. And I'll probably post something to Twitter to like say how it went after the fact. I'll try to remember at least, because I can imagine probably some of my viewers would be curious at this point. Did she ask if we were in summertime in May? I forgot we were in May. It feels like we're still in like March or April. I don't have a sense of time. You can't expect me to know what month it is. I'm gonna be a great teacher. Can't even tell what month it is. what could go wrong? I mean, do you have to be smart to be a teacher? I'm pretty sure you don't. It'll be fine. It's probably just a recommendation. You bought an... Oh god. You bought an AIO water cooling system just because it was getting too hot for your CPU with normal fan cooling. And you know that? Yeah, but like, we could still be in Winterfell, I know. You live in like a freakishly hot place. To be honest, I was surprised by you overheating that early because I was expecting it to be later because I keep forgetting it's May. But I do remember being surprised by how early you needed it. It's not that hot in the month. Didn't you say your room was like 50 degrees the other day? No, 40? That's still really hot. That is crazy. I know, right, Essen? I know that's not the outside temperature, that's your room, but still. I would like literally burn alive. Okay, maybe not literally, but figuratively. Damn it. Okay, chat. This might be the last room we see today. Or I pass it right on the same attempt that I say it's gonna be the last room for today. That works too, I suppose. I have a feeling this might actually be the final room. Cause like this is using a lot of references to earlier levels. And like, I feel like you would, using a bunch of references to earlier levels, that's a pretty final room thing to do. Right? It's gotta be the end. I know that's still the, like, the rhythm section left, but it's probably the final section before the rhythm section. Oh god. My room is always hotter than outside, that's fair. I guess that's what you get for having, like, a bunch of computers and such. We might actually beat this entire chapter today, then. I think it's doable. Like, if we don't die too much in this. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Just you wait, chat. I'll beat it for and show you all. Oh, damn it. Damn it, that's the wrong way. I really don't like that cloud. That cloud is annoying me to death, literally. I'm very anti-cloud. I forgot to hit the climb button. Now I had to do it again. Damn it. But yeah. Wish me luck for my interview, chat. I'm gonna need it. But like, it feels pretty informal, so it should be fine. How scary could it really be? Aha. We did it, chat. I think, maybe. And that this doesn't feel like the end. This is not... Okay, that was not the end. I was being too optimistic, chat. I was sure it was gonna be the end, but I guess we still have this entire thing left. Oh right, this was like this whole like moving up and down mechanic was also a thing in the A side. So I guess it makes sense that it would be a thing in the B side. No, 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 no. We did it. Good. Okay, that was very, 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 very close. That we died there. Like, extremely close. I don't like that one fireball that I keep hitting. It's very mean. It's bully me. Okay, I like that rhythm, but yeah. At least one thing, I have a habit of like the day before something important happens, I stress out a lot, but here I just get to play Celeste, which really does help with the stress, which is good. Like just focusing on stream instead of my job. I guess we are talking a lot about my job interview, but like it's slightly different. It feels more calm. It's actually helping me a lot with my nervousness to just like chat with you guys about it. Surprisingly so. I guess it makes sense, but still. It is calming me down a lot, so I'm really happy. Thank you all for being here. Alright, this doesn't feel too bad if we can just make it through the fire. Through the fire and flames, chat. Which is probably easier said than done. I hate this. I keep dying to the exact same thing. How do you know you're an idiot when you die to the exact same fireball repeatedly? Sometimes throw in the like little top ice thing for like flavor. I'm not dead. Oh god, I'm a moron. I need to stall that. I did that part of the level didn't feel too bad, so if you can just make it through the fire. That's like the thing we need to do. We need to make it through the fire. And then we're good. And then we're basically there, chat. These rooms don't look as bad as you remember them, not gonna lie. I feel like the early rooms were worse. Like the rooms at the start of the... Or maybe you just make them look... I feel like the last few have been easier. Cause like there was a lot of rooms at the start that took me like one of the rooms took me literally an hour, so I don't know. Whoops. I missed my my dash. Like a moron. Shh, chat, you didn't see anything. It's fine. Damn it. I think this is not true. Oh, this fucking fireball is really messing with me. I don't know how to get around it though. I need a consistent way of doing that. Damn it, they're so close, chat. 2 rooms after this one, you're on, and then there's the rift part. Alright, that's really, really, really close. Alright, chat, I'm gonna do my best. So we can like finish it today. We're like so close to the end. It would be so satisfying if we could beat this entire level today. But I'm not sure if I'm hopeful. Because like the last few screens might be really bad. This one doesn't feel that bad. It's just I'm struggling specifically on that one fireball jump. It's the only part that's hard. Just don't stay up too late. get some rest before the interview? Yeah, don't worry, I will. I have it. Shouldn't be too bad. 3 rooms plus rhythm in 30 minutes sounds impossible. Probably, but we can certainly try. Depending on how far I get, I might go overtime a bit. Like, rhythm is easier, generally speaking. Fuck, I keep forgetting that. Okay, that was actually really good, but I messed it up. But so maybe that's the track. I need to go over instead of under. But like, you never know yet. Sometimes we do rooms extremely quickly and like just randomly. So maybe it's possible. It'd probably take a bit of overtime otherwise, but we'll see. I mean, this room feels pretty doable. Give me like 5 minutes. Maybe. Okay, I got a consistent setup for that. Just 5 minutes, chat. It's fine. The trick is, in 5 minutes, I say 5 minutes. But I can see the end of the screen, so like, I've been violently close so many times. I just need to remember not to ride the escalator. Wait, no, escalator? Is it an escalator? I forgot again. I forgot the name for it. Conveyor belt. Yeah, conveyor. I need to remember not to ride the conveyor for too long. I need to stall on the conveyor for the fire to get up. I think this was the screen that Maxi was referring to. I just have to do that, and then we're through. Alright, good. Alright, this screen. Oh god. Oh, there's a little bit I can grab onto. Okay, so we want to grab onto this, wait for it. Okay. I got this. How bad can it be? This is a really cool section. I really enjoy. Oh, I have to grab that bit of wall. Okay. As bad as your stupidity makes it. Rude but fair. That's a very fair assessment. Damn it. Okay. One more room, and I'm very confident that we'll beat this today. I might have to go overtime, but I'm pretty sure we can beat this. Like we're so close. I beat the last 2 rooms pretty quickly, all things considered. And this room doesn't even have lava to hurry me, so that's nice. I do like when the lava doesn't hurry me, even if the lava ice sections were really cool. I prefer. Well, that was fast. What the fuck, chat? How am I this fast today? Okay, only rhythm section left. This looks oddly easy. A cam hiring a fake cam to cheat? Rude. Is it just me or does this feel really easy? There's lower gravity here, so it's not as simple as it looks, but like, it feels really simple. I was expecting something worse. I am doing really well, chat. I'm really excited. We're actually beating this, and I don't even think we'll need to go overtime, because like we have almost half an hour. I think we might go under time. Like, can you imagine, chat? What's the difficulty being an endurance room? I can see that. I'm really bad in endurances, because I die in stupid ways. I'm better at like one skillful jump than 10 easy jumps, if that makes sense. Damn it. What? Oh my god, chap. You don't die if you fall. Unless you hit a spike, of course. You check the amount of rooms, but not what any of them looks like. Okay, makes sense. We'll see. That's so cool. You don't die if you fall here. It's kind of like going through space. Well, that's not really how space works, but shh. But that means we can do this, which is easier. Whoops! I'm a moron. But nothing unusual there. What's... It's like the ending of A-side. I don't remember the ending of A-side. Oh, right! You're right! It is like the ending of A-side. But like, with rhythm blocks and spikes. I'm pretty sure the ending of A-side didn't have spikes. So... That's kind of neat, actually. This is really cool. Damn it. I should have stalled. Okay. Hopefully it's not too long. Because I am, as you can tell, very bad at endurance. But we do have a lot of time left, so I guess it's fine. No. This is so cool, chat. The screen wraps section can be a rest area. That's true, we can just wait here. The problem is a lot of the screen wrap sections have like rhythm spikes. Which means you can't just stall there, unfortunately. But we can stall here a bit to... Wait, where's my cup? Just a sec, I forgot my glass with something to drink on the other table, so I'll quickly go get that. Because I just noticed I was thirsty as fuck. So that explains a lot. Alright, that feels better. Okay. Let's go. Whoops, that was a spike. I'm a moron. Damn it, I'm a moron. I'm so good at this, chat. 10 out of 10. This is such a cool screen, though. I just hope it's not too long, because I'm struggling. Right. No. I forgot that was my last dash. I should have dashed for the recharge. I am very smart, clearly. Alright, so just... If I can beat this, then I can probably beat my interview. Let's think of it that way. This is my trial. It's probably a very bad way of thinking of it, actually, because they're inherently not very related. Like my interview and beating Celeste. But details, yeah, we don't have to talk about that. What? That was not the way I dashed. I'm offended, game. Damn it. I'm a moron. Why is it so hard for me to wrap my brain around rhythm blocks? Like, they're not inherently that complicated, but sometimes I wonder how am I alive? Like, if I can't wrap my head around something a fucking kindergartner can do, like how these rhythm blocks work, then how have I survived? Damn it. I dashed the wrong direction and then I got confused and then I died. I'm truly the pinnacle of human intelligence. Alright, let's just calm down and take it easy. It's not as bad as it looks. I just need to not be a moron, which I know is hard for me, but like, if you just calm down and like, do our best. I can't believe how well the call went though, like up to this point. Like, I wasn't expecting to beat the entire thing today at all. I am so shocked that we managed. Damn it. I guess I'm better at the game than I think I am. Which is a nice thing to find out. Okay. The crystal heart is right there, chap. We just have to match. Shut up, chat. You didn't see anything. What the fuck was that? Shut up. I knew I was gonna mess up there somehow. I was like, okay, this looks so easy. I know I'm gonna mess it up. And of course I do. Okay, we just have to get back there and then we'll probably be fine. I hope. Oh god. No. I missed. Damn it. You always say you're horrible at rhythm, but you're starting to feel like a world champ. I take offense to that here. I'm not that bad at rhythm games. I'm just very, very stupid. Oh god. No. You're as bad as rhythm as this, not gonna lie. Fair. The problem is I really actually enjoy rhythm games, so I don't know how I'm this bad at them. I guess I'm not treating this much as like a rhythm game. I can preview this as something else. Or maybe I'm just bad. That's also a possibility. Alright. I keep doing that. I'm not trying to dash that direction, but I do anyways, and then I die, because obviously. Whoops. Since you mark her, but you didn't beat chapter 1A side, so... I mean, fair. I have the ultimate marking privileges here. Like, if you mark me, I can just say, I would like you to see it. You haven't played it? Ian has played it. I'm pretty sure. But just gave up. Yeah, you did. And I mean, understandable. Platform's not fair on. Alright. You're just that bad? Fair. I mean, to be honest, the main difficulty of the game is to, is patience. Or not patience, diligence? Determination? What are you doing? I'm trying to win! I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. No, you're not rude. I just... The last part is harder than it looks. Are you though? Rude. What the fuck? This is not trying to win. Rude. Chat is bullying me. Ow. I'm just... My brain is confused. I'll just give me a minute. We still have like 10 minutes. It's fine. Just I'll do it. Trust me. Damn it. Falling for content, clearly. It's just throwing completely intentional. Definitely. God damn it. Alright. Let's just calm down. It's gonna be fine. We got this, like... Oh, I can do that? Oh! I can go through the blue spikes while the blue spikes are up. Because it doesn't go... Like, I can go around them. Between the spikes and the spikes. Interesting. I did not know that. That's funny, cheese. I mean, I feel like it's intentional, but I don't know if it's actually like helpful. I guess it's probably helpful. But like, it doesn't really feel necessarily. For fuck's sake. I keep doing that. Alright, we have to remember. In that little room, I have to go directly up both dashes, else I might just be screwed. Because going directly up both times will also mean that I have a backup plan, because then I can, then I should have enough airtime. Whoops. A mentally disabled pigeon would play better there. Rude. But, I mean, fair. I'm doing really poorly. I'm bad at rhythm segments. Okay, we're back here, chat. We're back here. No! Oh, right. I forgot. I don't actually die from falling. I was so scared, but we did it. We did it. Finally. Say goodbye. I'm so happy, chat. Seasides have been unlocked and golden strawberries have appeared. I'm not gonna do golden strawberries. I'll probably do seasides, but before seasides, I'm gonna be attempting to do farewell. Also, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of deaths on a single level. Whoops. So, next stream, we'll be finishing off the second half of farewell. So, for now, I think I'll end stream here. I'm so happy. That feels so satisfying to finally beat that. And actually, I was expecting that to like take 1.5 streams, but we did it in a single stream. I am getting better at the game, chat. Just look at me go. I'm really proud of myself, I feel like. Now I just need to find someone to raid. You're popping off in call? Yeah. The first like half of it, where I don't think you were there, I did really poorly. I mean, decently. There was a lot of sections where it took me so long, but like the end of it, that went so well. Like Jesus, I'm so happy, chat. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, that could be fun. Alright, so I'm gonna raise someone who's currently doing seasides, just to see what kind of suffering is coming up later. So like we can get a sneak peek of the suffering. Thank you so much for the stream, everyone. I'll what? Okay, there. Thank you for the stream, everyone. I'll see you all next time, and thank you for wishing me luck for tomorrow. I'm hoping I will do well. I'll post an update on Twitter, and I'll also be streaming again Tuesday most likely. So I'll see you all then. Good night. Bye.